first of all, pay no attention to the fact that I'm still wearing the same shirt as yesterday. I got a load of laundry in right now. But I came down here to City Hall because there's a Nidoking near one of the Pokestops, but now that I'm here, I realize that Pokestop is in the middle of the construction site. And I don't know if I can actually reach it. I might be able to get close enough. If it's actually on, like, this side of the Pokestop, maybe I can reach it. Okay. It's looking good. I can reach the Pokestop. Oh, I can totally get to it. Nope, I'm drifting back the wrong way. Yes, there it is. I had no idea I could actually get to this Pokestop because I've never had to walk through this section of the construction before, but here it is. 424 CP Nidoking, which honestly is not like great in any way, but how often do you see a wild Nidoking? Seems like a pretty cool way to start the day. With a critical catch on top of that. And for the day, Iron Tail Sludge Wave. Alright, no good, but cool. Nidoking. Let me head back towards this gym because we got some important stuff to talk about. Hold on. And a Dodrio across the street. I mean, that's not that exciting, but it's Dodrio. So yesterday's video about best gym defenders was sort of built around the assumption that you actually want to retain long-term control of gyms, which I realize not everyone wants to do. Before the gym update, there was one reason to control gyms, and that was to earn coins. You would earn 10 coins for every Pokemon that you had in a gym when you decided to collect your coins. After the update, you earn coins when Pokemon are kicked out of gyms. So a lot of people who don't want to spend money on the game and need to earn as many free coins as possible actually want their Pokemon kicked out of gyms and returned to them so that they can have those coins to spend on items. After the update, there are a couple new incentives to holding gyms. For one thing, if your team controls a gym, when you spin the Pokestop, you get an extra item or two. Another incentive is to level up your badge for that gym. The longer your Pokemon stay there defending the gym, the higher your badge level will be and the more items you earn from spinning the stop at that gym. And finally, if a raid starts at that gym and your team controls the gym when the raid begins, you'll earn bonus Premier Balls when you go to the bonus stage for the opportunity to catch the raid boss. But coins are no longer awarded based on how many gyms you control. They're awarded based on how long your Pokemon stays in a gym, but you don't get those coins until the Pokemon gets kicked out and returned to you. So for that reason, the main incentive with gyms, earning coins, actually takes place when your Pokemon get kicked out. And that, in my opinion, is a fundamental design flaw with the gym update. Niantic is encouraging two different things. One, with all these new systems, you want to control gyms as long as possible. But two, to earn coins, you don't want to control gyms. So there's this huge disconnect between what players want to do and what Niantic wants players to do. And that's something that I think really needs to be addressed. The solution, honestly, is pretty simple. If Niantic wants to stick with this system of earning coins based on how long your Pokemon have been in a gym, then they just need to change it so that you get rewarded at the end of every day instead of getting rewarded when the Pokemon gets kicked out. Because honestly, as it stands now, Niantic is really asking two different things of players with the gym system. Half of it incentivizes keeping Pokemon in gyms, the other half, and arguably the more important and more desirable half to most players, emphasizes your Pokemon getting kicked out and returned to you. So seriously, Niantic, simple solution, just reward coins at the end of every day based on how long Pokemon have been in gyms that day. I mean, I've even seen players say, don't feed berries to my Pokemon in the gym if they've been there for 8 hours because I want them to come back. The current system actually divides players of the same team and makes it so that you might have to choose between the team goal, defending a gym, or helping out an individual team player by letting their Pokemon get kicked out and returned so they can collect their coins. So, Niantic, come on. We're on the same team. We should be working together for a common goal, something that benefits all players of the team, and not just one. In positive news though, check out what came in the mail today. I don't think I was supposed to rip that. But here it is, my Go Fest wristband. Honestly, I don't think I've said this enough. I'm so excited for Go Fest. Raids, so much fun. Hanging out with Reversal, with Mystic 7. The amount of YouTubers that are gonna be there. I'm gonna get to see Ben Tim again. It's gonna be an amazing experience, and I can't wait to see some of you there. Now, to take things back down to a, well, I wouldn't say negative, but maybe to a more constructive point of view. Let's talk about raids. Here's some footage that I shot yesterday that I said I was gonna include in today's video. So, I'm a little late. It started like 10 minutes ago. I'm hoping there's still gonna be a few people there who haven't battled it yet. Should be okay. If anything, I'm sure there's spoofers around. Alright, I'm here, and actually, I think I'm not in range. Gotta get closer. First, let me spin the stop. Try to make that a habit when I get to a gym. Alright, nothing showed up, but hopefully I got a free raid pass out of that. And now I'm out of range again. Come on. There we go. Alright, I have my free raid pass. Let's see if anyone's in here. Hopefully, at least like 3 other... It's just me. It's me all alone. I guess this is not happening. This is definitely not soloable. So, this is what I mean when you want to show up to a raid as soon as it starts, because that's probably when everyone else is going to get there, since they've been watching that 2-hour countdown for the egg to hatch. Okay, that's one other person. The problem here is just going to be DPS, so I'm going to try bringing in just my strongest attackers overall. Oh man. Alright, well, I'll try for a little bit of type advantage. Anyone else? This is it. 3. Okay. It's seeming a little more plausible now. If I could get 2 more people in here, 2 more people, that would be great. And you know what else would be great, Niantic, is the ability to see how many people are around to participate before you actually use your raid pass to get in. Alright, 4. 4 trainers. Let's see. I'm trying. The issue really is going to be time, so I'm not going to dodge unless it's a very obvious charge attack from the Blastoise. Oh. I blew it already. This is going to be my best DPS. I've missed again. This is my best DPS Pokemon, so if he can't stick around for too long. Oh man. Oh, this guy's not even grass type, but I do have Solar Beam here. So that is 1 grass type attack. It seems like the other trainers in here with me aren't using the most efficient Pokemon, and that Ice Beam really hurt. So did that one. It's looking like we're not gonna have enough time. There's just not enough damage being dealt in here. I'm the only one who's really using a Pokemon with type advantage here. We have a Rhydon, a Lapras now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, that's the end of that. Time's up. Definitely not enough DPS. Not enough DPS. And that used up my free raid pass for the day. So, Niantic, we need to talk about a couple things here. 1, I say it's an absolute shame that you need to use your raid pass to even see if anyone's in the lobby. There's no way to check how many people are around. I mean, obviously you could go around screaming, yelling, is anyone battling this raid? But what happens if you're next to a building and people are inside? So rural players, I really hear your concerns here. It's incredibly frustrating to have to use your raid pass to get in the lobby, sit there for 2 minutes, and realize before the battle even starts, you don't stand a chance. So, Niantic, some way of telling how many people are there to participate in the raid before you actually have to spend your raid pass. Or if not, then maybe give the raid pass back when you fail a raid, because if it continues like this, a lot of people are not going to feel like it's worth the risk to use that raid pass if they're not sure that enough people are there to even beat the boss. And if people are not willing to risk their raid passes on level 4 bosses, but they're also not willing to use their raid passes to solo level 1 and 2 bosses, there's not really a whole lot going on. What we really need is some way of knowing who's gonna be there in the raid before we have to use our raid pass. That's really all I'm asking. And also, you know, if you could go a step further, some kind of system built into the game to let other players in the area know that you've expressed interest in that raid. If there was some kind of pre-lobby where players could express interest in battling the raid, and then when other players look in the game and see that there's people signed up for that raid, they'll be more willing to travel to that gym, spend their raid pass because they know that players are there ready to battle. And honestly, I think that could help with social play even more. If you know that players are going to be there, you might be more willing to go and meet people instead of just showing up at a spot screaming, "Is anyone battling this raid?" and hoping that someone says yes. With all that stuff out of the way, Niantic, I hope you're listening. But for the rest of the day, I decided to come out here to 2nd Street, Belmont Shore, a part of Long Beach that I don't really come to that often. But I saw John Hill hanging out here the other day in his video, so I figured I might as well come check it out. John, by the way, if you're watching, DM me, dude. Let's hang out. Part of the reason, though, that I decided to come down here is because there's going to be a ton of Pokestops that I haven't spun, and a lot of people have been asking me to mention this, and I'm pretty sure that I have, but maybe it didn't make it into the final edit. When you spin a new Pokestop, a Pokestop with a halo around it, and your bag isn't full, when you spin a new Pokestop with a halo, it's going to be worth 250 experience. You should see that in just a second. 250. So all these Pokestops are going to be 250 XP instead of the regular 50. So after I eat, I'm going to put a lucky egg on, and I'm just going to go spin as much as I can. Alright, here we go. Egg on. Time to spin some new stops. 500 XP each. 1200? Why don't I just upgrade the bag? Maxed out. I've already spun this one before. But the rest of these, 500 XP each. Well, I made it down to the end of the street. There is also a Magikarp raid starting right now, so sure, why not? One thing I did discover during my little walk is that your 10th Pokestop in a row is worth double experience, and that counts if it's a new Pokestop with a halo. So there were times when I would get my 10th Pokestop in a row, get bonus items, and then also get 1,000 XP for spinning that Pokestop, which is double because of the lucky egg, and also double because it's the 10th in a row. So, just something to consider, I guess. Nope. Golden Raspberry, Revive. No TMs from that one, and TMs are going to drop at a higher rate from higher level raids. So you can get them from level 1 and 2 raids. They're more common from 3, and even more common than that from level 4 raids. And that's first ball. Magikarp. Yay. Hello? No. No. You see that? I don't know if those are like real things that I'm doing, but I also got some sunglasses to match the kendama. I told you I'm going in on this.